The Manny maneuver, all about leverage. SGI was the top-of-the-line dedicated 3D hardware called the reality machine. It was so hyped and correspondingly expensive that companies reluctantly bought a few such machines, and they would try to keep them used all around the clock to justify the cost. Atari Games' Coin-Op and Tengen divisions both purchased SGI workstations and hired SGI-proven artists and animators. The combination was rare, and so often required 3D artists and animators to be trained on the SGI workstations, which required even more resources, experts, and money. Did I mention that the SGI workstations were expensive? They ranged from $100,000 to just under $500,000. They were stupid money expensive. Those artists, once they got good at using the SGI workstations, often became very arrogant and demanded huge raises and bonuses due to their unique skills, albeit that were paid by the company to learn. It engendered no loyalty in the artists. When finishing San Francisco Rush, an artist named Manuel Laguatan, who went by Manny, decided that it was a perfect time to demand a huge raise and bonus. Atari Tengen declared that he was blackmailing them by making his demands so close to the game being shipped. They said that he was trying to take advantage of their need to ship the game and fulfill their sales commitments and distribution contracts. Manny declared they should have always paid him more money, and so now was merely the time that they would have to pay him his just due. He decreed that his work was clearly critical, or they would be able to ship the game without him, and so they must pay him accordingly. Well, Atari coined the artist's demand for money and bonus while putting the team and the game and the company in jeopardy, the Manny maneuver. The Manny maneuver became a reference that just simply meant a selfish employee's willingness to blackmail the company if ever they're in a position of power, period, even if it is at the harm to the company or their fellow employee. Anyone who did the Manny maneuver was bad. In essence, Atari Games decided that it could no longer trust its employees to do their jobs out of integrity or honor. It was all about money and leverage. I learned indirectly from Manny that leverage was an incredibly powerful tool, but it could easily be abused, and by all sides. And once you lose leverage, retribution may come. Manny reinforced an underlying belief of mine that humankind is inherently selfish, and that selfishness is the root of most evil. Therefore, humankind is mostly, if not inherently, evil. Manny exemplified this. Evil is rooted in selfishness at the expense of others. Manny succeeded in extorting Atari in paying him a bonus and awarding him a raise because of his blackmailing them at a critical time, right before the game was to ship and fulfill consumer and retailer commitments. Karma had its justice, though, on Manny, even if driven by retaliatory vengeance of the abused Atari leadership. Atari raised its executive arm and smited Manny down after the game shipped. Manny was fired as no longer being a fit for Atari Games due to his blackmailing the company and putting its reputation and revenue and staff all at risk. He was lucky that Atari Games did not seek civil litigation to reclaim the money that he blackmailed them for, or to further pursue criminal charges against him. But Manny was done. His newfound reputation yielded a bonus and a temporary boost of monthly income. But for his bump, he fell off the cliff of employability. Manny never recovered that I know of. He certainly did not continue in the video game industry. Karmic justice bit Manny in the butt.